Welcome to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We're here.
I'm not sure what's happening, but I was told that this would be taking place every day moving forward.
Moo moo buckaroo, we're here.
Moo moo buckaroo is the morning after show mantra.
Yeah.
Welcome to the afternoon show featuring the lampshade to my right, Adaway Betty.
Yeah, Beth. Yeah.
Adaway Betty is coming.
Addie Beth,
maybe.
get yourself in the studio here. She's on the
Wait, where's your camera?
She's
Not
at
yet.
she's on this doing.
Was that your attempt at a country accent?
It was cute.
There it is. Okay.
She is our street correspondent at the moment. She's doing.
I don't know what she's doing.
She's doing some great things out there.
She's doing some great things. Something is happening is all I know. The things are happening.
We've had some difficulties, but we get through those dark times, and that's why we are on Sunny TV.
We get through those dark times. Welcome to the morning after sunny mid-morning, mid-early afternoon show.
That's beautiful. And we're live.
And we are live, and we're here to chat with everybody. Vicky said OMG.
Feel like that's real time, everybody.
OMG.
That was an unasked for, unsolicited
unsolicited
touch.
You know,
poke.
I like that this morning because I do not like an unsolicited hug.
You
I hate
don't?
it.
Like,
Drives me
let's
nuts.
make sure we're on that page, dude.
Really?
Or girl.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I'm afraid people don't exfoliate.
And I mean, I've just been, people that shouldn't touch you sometimes think that they should.
Yeah,
That
it's
they
a
should.
moment.
Yeah. Well, we've got celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Is This News? You get to be the judge and the jury. We've also got
We've got a pop culture quiz that'll knock your socks off. And we've got Addie's Reddit rundown report. Let's unpack this, and also the best smash, marry, and ghost that you've ever seen in your life.
yesterday's was weird.
That was fun, though.
There's a lot of weird ones.
It was out there weird.
Well, if you want to be connected to all the weird and fun stuff that we got going on, you got to text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny on the Sunny Network.
And the afternoon, morning after show, if they're texting in, they can win the giveaways too. It's not
Yes.
exclusive to like you have to be in the morning. Like if you were like, I can't make the morning show work because I
Yeah.
had diarrhea.
Right, I've got to go caca. Yeah.
That's okay, because if you've texted in, you're in the drawing to win, and you don't have to be at local. You can be anywhere in the world.
Yes, it's an all-rounder.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah, spin around the Lazy Susan.
All right. So make sure to be following on the Instagram at Sunny TV Network, on the Facebook at Sunny TV, and on the TikTok at Sunny
And tell
TV.
your neighbors. I'm not seeing a lot of followers from your friends and your neighbors, so come on. Let's get out there.
What are your neighbors doing right now?
Yeah,
Because
know.
it's the morning after show.
right. Vicky,
we're
go
here.
over there and knock on the door and get them on there. Yeah.
No, please don't knock
No,
on
don't do that,
doors.
Vicky.
We
No,
don't
Kia.
know.
Yes.
We don't know what your neighbor's doing.
Keep to yourself.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
Trioli?
Try a ravioli. It's a wonderful campaign.
Who said Trioli?
You know.
It's Tioli.
Somebody. Oh, Tioli. I can't read.
Tioli.
Wendy said, so Meredith, are we not doing Tioli these days? And I was just so curious what
So
that was.
Tioli still happens, and it's been happening every week. It just happens at 8:30 p.m. on Thursday evenings. So you can go back if you've missed Tioli. You have to go
Tioli.
back and watch it on, you can listen on Spotify, but the episodes for my podcast that I do with my very good friend Tiffany from Juggling the Jenkins, I don't know for 100% certainty if there will be a Tioli this evening, because she's on a plane right now flying in hot from New York City.
For real?
From launching her second book.
She was
A
on
Clean
NBC
Mess.
yesterday.
And she was on the NBC. So I can't guarantee you if she'll be awake, is what I'm saying. But I'll let you know. I'll give you the update on that. But if you've missed a Tioli episode, they are streaming on the Spotify, the Podbean, the Castbox, all of the places, the iHeart. They're everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all over.
Great.
But we are welcome to the morning after show, where reality stars are swapping spouses.
What? Ew.
Cows are washing up on beaches, and Blake Lively's lifestyle brand has officially flatlined.
Are we still talking about her?
Apparently.
Jeez. Bravo just announced a wife swap, Real Housewives edition. Emily, Melissa, Wendy, and Angie are switching lives and probably some lawsuits. It's like emotional Jenga, but with better confessional lighting.
Oh, you gotta love a good confessional. Meanwhile, PK Kemsley has hired Britney Spears' divorce attorney.
Ooh.
Yes, that's where we're at in the
Rosenthal,
Doric
right?
split.
Yeah.
Custody battles, frozen assets, and one very stressed out mansion.
Yeah, that's going to be a hot mess and a hand roll. We also got more Blake Lively's crap over in the former Preserve employees are spilling the organic hand-forged tea, unpaid wages. We've also got toxic culture and more chaos than a candle aisle during Mercury in retrograde.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Whitney Rose is in damage control mode after reports of Wild Rose Beauty shutting down.
Yeah.
She says the brand is evolving. Insiders say it's evaporating. We say maybe just focus on skincare next time.
Joggers. That's a inside. Okay. In Australia, a cow was found alive on the beach 11 miles from home just after a severe flooding. That's not just resilience. It's a bona fide miracle. Someone call Pixar for a little movie.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Those bovines,
Yeah.
they can make their way down the
Well,
beach.
I was just thinking a beached cow, and then somebody got me on a beach, right? Google
no
Earth.
weight limit there.
Oh, many blessings.
All right, say it again for me.
Con.
Cons.
Yeah.
Cons Festival. The
Drop the S. Con.
The prestigious Palm Dog went
Oh.
to an Icelandic sheepdog named Panda,
Ew.
who sent a video acceptance. The dog sent a video acceptance while a doppelganger accepted the award on his behalf. They had a, what is a stunt double?
Yeah.
So the dog had its own stunt double? That's intense.
Well, Benji did. Remember the show movie
Yeah,
Benji?
yeah,
he did.
yeah,
There were
yeah.
several Benjis. So, wow, that's
That
interesting.
is insane if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like how do you even do that?
I don't know.
Well,
But
we'll get into
Barbara
it.
Streisand knows.
Yeah.
Let's dig in. Reality's unraveling. Cows are commuting and the dogs are winning.
I don't know. This is a bit much. Oh, we forgot to see who was going to do the quiz. I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll give it.
All right.
We'll do this again. You two can go.
Good luck for me.
All right. You should be better at this one today because it's 2010s.
Be better. That's what I heard.
Hashtag be better.
10-4 on that.
All right. What were we buying in the 2010s?
All right.
Which camera-toting device became a must-have for travel bloggers and action junkies, usually paired with a selfie stick and mild injury?
Oh, she's got this.
This is easy peasy. Flip cam, GoPro, Canon PowerShot, or the Ring Cam?
B.
GoPro.
It was
GoPro.
the GoPro. That was,
Perfect.
everybody had a GoPro strapped on at this point.
Yeah, and I
doing
mean-
all sorts of nonsense.
Mhm.
What subscription box brand convinced us that we needed surprise makeup samples and travel sizes every single month? Was it BoxyCharm, Stitch Fix, Ipsy? Is that right?
I think it's
Or FabFitFun?
Ipsy.
Yeah, C.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I have to get the answers because I don't remember. Because I'm guessing, I was thinking that maybe
It was BoxyCharm.
I was thinking maybe it was FabFitFun because FabFitFun was a big one.
That's new.
That's
Yeah, but
not
that's
new.
not makeup. That's like
2020.
It was lifestyle. You're
That's
right. It was
2020.
lifestyle.
It was like the
It
bands.
wasn't 2020.
Like the
It was
rubber
2015,
bands.
I
Yeah.
guess.
All
No,
right,
it
hold on.
definitely wasn't 2010s.
Okay, hold on.
I could be
on.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go to the segment. I'll tell you right now. What day is it?
Today is the
Thursday.
5th.
I got it
Angie
right here.
just tried to text him, but not sure if you received it. Yes, Angie, you were in. I
It is
gotcha.
Ipsy. You were all correct. I don't know what
Told
year
you.
FabFitFun started, but it was definitely mid 2010s.
Told you.
All right, which speaker brand had everybody hosting pool parties with Uptown Funk at full volume and accidentally dropping it in the pool?
Oh, we got in a lot of arguments over this one.
okay.
Yep.
Because these are expensive.
Uh-huh.
You've got your Beats Pill, your JBL Flip, your Sonos, and your Bose.
Ooh, my favorite. But the answer is A, Beats Pill.
That is correct.
That
it was
is
the pill.
definitely one. Oh my gosh. My friend was on a cruise, was playing the song, doing a little dance, shaking the titties, and then bada bing, bada boom, the Beats Pill flies
I did
right
not
off
know
the
that one.
railing. Yes.
Into the ocean?
Into the ocean.
Oh,
Just
no.
with the necklace of the
Did
Titanic.
it still work? I thought they were supposed to be waterproof.
I mean, what are we going to do? Turn the cruise
You're
ship
gonna
all the way
ask
back
the-
around? Yeah.
oh.
No,
the
it
carnival
was,
boat to stop.
it was gone.
What were you cruising?
I was not me. It was just two friends on a
Oh,
cruise.
you weren't there.
No, No, I would never. It's vacation for cattle. It's not for me.
Oh my God, I agree.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
for me. Don't tell me when to eat. Don't tell me
Cruises
I can't
are
wear certain
amazing.
I'm
things.
trapped. I can't go
Sorry, sir. You
outside.
can only wear pants in this stupid restaurant in a boat. I'm like,
Sorry,
bitch.
there's a million people at the pool. Good
Yeah.
luck sitting by it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, let's go in the hot tub and
Okay.
like soak
If
in
you
the-
want to go on a
so
trip,
high
if
maintenance.
you want to go to the Bahamas, fly there.
Right.
Here's an idea.
Or private. And if yes,
Private.
private boat, something yacht,
Private.
charter it.
Who are you?
David Matthew
Oh
Hartzell
my
before.
God.
David, I
Wow.
can't wait for our next yacht trip to the Bahamas.
See, exactly. It's just a perfect spot.
Wow, this really got away from us today. I don't know who the two of you thinks you czars, but
Do you see these sunglasses?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, it's so real.
Which insulated water bottle launched a full-blown personality cult and had Bisco girls everywhere shouting, "Is it skeet?
Yes.
Skis, 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 skis."
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to pay attention.
It's the Camelback, the Hydro Flask, the Contigo, or the Stanley.
No.
Hydro Flask.
Hydro Flask.
It is the
yes.
Hydro Flask. Stanley was definitely more of a 2020s vibe.
But been around forever. It was
But it
just
didn't
a
become
rebrand.
popular.
Yeah.
It didn't become popular.
Yep.
Do you guys remember like loving when you would bring the Stanley to lunch and it would mean you got like hot soup at lunchtime?
Yeah.
No,
I used to love
It was
that.
so cool.
No, he doesn't remember that because he's almost 45.
Well,
Stop.
I read about it in a book.
No, I'm talking about the real Stanleys, the ones that are for camping.
Yeah.
Where like
Well, that's
I
not
used
the
to pack
brand.
soup in it and
Yeah.
then I could take the top off and it was a bowl.
Yeah.
You
that
guys
was
remember
the coolest
those?
thing I
yeah,
do.
but I didn't get Stanley brand.
Did you have a
Oh.
metal lunchbox?
Yes.
What was your
Strawberry shortcake.
Oh, that was the one I wanted. I
yeah.
had to get peanuts. That was fine. It was Snoopy.
That's
It was
okay.
fine.
Snoopy's good. Did you have a Snoopy ice cone maker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
all right.
broke it though.
Okay. What absurdly comfy shoe brand went from ironic to iconic thanks to the rise of normcore and your favorite barista's outfit?
Oh,
Uggs,
I know this one.
Crocs, Birkenstocks, Toms.
Crocs.
Crocs.
'Twas the Croc.
I love a Croc.
It's a blasphemous moment for your feet.
Only for the household.
Household Croc.
Hurricane shoe. Check. It's a very good hurricane
No,
shoe.
no,
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's soggy outside.
no.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
a household shoe. Don't try
What
to
do you
wear
wear
it
when
to
you
the
like
mall.
have like puddles and crap?
I have clogs.
Oh, you.
I have gardening clogs. That
What are you,
I have.
Amish?
Guys, clogs or Crocs.
Wooden soled clogs.
So I got
yeah,
them at Costco.
of course.
And they were $9.
Okay.
And they're gardening clogs. They're super comfy, and I wear them to pick up the dog poo.
That's
in
what
the
that's
yard.
Crocs are for
no,
me.
No, but mine have hummingbirds on them.
Oh,
It's very nice.
are they like Crocs like off brand?
They're Costco brand.
Okay.
They're Kirkland.
Oh, Kirkland.
Which retail giant's 2-day shipping turned us into indoor gremlins who order batteries, curtains, and protein powder in one panic click? If you
Oh.
don't know this,
This is my favorite.
it's not jet.com.
No.
It's not walmart.com.
No, ma'am.
It's not Wish.
Oh, we're still-
It's
Amazon Prime.
Which
They
should
ruined-
sponsor us at this point.
Oh,
This
They-
is our second call out to you guys, Amazon.
we love you.
They've ruined the entire globe. They have basically beaten up every small business.
that is true.
I'm telling you, as a small business owner of an organic, zero microplastic laundry detergent company, everybody expects Prime delivery service, and it's not sustainable or possible for the rest of us tiny little people.
Oh, meaning like a 2-day.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, I
why
never
isn't
thought
it
about
here?
that.
I hit click. Why isn't it at my door? And it's like, because I have to get it from the Michigan to your home, and I can't. I'm not Prime.
Well, Matthias can fly a
That's-
drone,
sure,
right?
a
We
drone.
can do that.
Which makeup line created by a pop star broke the internet on launch day and redefined shade inclusivity in beauty?
Oh, it's kind.
Was it the Rare? Was it the Kylie? Was it the Fenty? Was it the Glossier?
I'm going
Kylie.
Kylie.
It's Fenty Beauty.
Is
Oh.
it really?
Tis.
Rihanna. Wow.
You know what? I knew Kylie
didn't
was too
hear-
new.
you
That was
didn't-
too new.
You didn't see the subtle shade inclusivity?
Oh,
I just didn't overthink it.
really? Really? Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the clue.
That's now I
Yeah.
got it.
That's the clue.
I really have to
Okay.
look at the words.
Yep,
Yeah.
you gotta pay. It's a quiz, people.
Listen.
We're quizzing.
Listen.
What toy fad made a hypnotic comeback in 2017 and was allegedly for stress relief, but mostly ended up flying into people's eyeballs?
Oh.
Was it the silly bands, the bop it, the fidget spinner, or the finger? What the hell is a fingerling?
Fingerlings, that's a
The
potato.
fidget
That's
spinner.
a potato.
Yeah,
That's
fidget
a potato.
spinner.
Yeah, it is the
hello.
fidget spinner.
Let's chime in here, Mom of the Year. Did you guys have to deal with fidget spinners?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It was a thing.
We were a fidget spinner.
I have a
home.
fidget spinner in my purse.
Oh.
Can we? Is there any way to get closer on Adalway Beth's face because
Yeah, we need
these
to
glasses?
Zoom in on this. But I love the square frame.
Such a brooding mood.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very broody.
Oh, Matthias doesn't know how to zoom.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll teach him.
It's the letter
You'll
with
learn
the
soon.
Z.
What?
Oh, we got
look at
it.
him.
Oh, he's like, I'll show you. You
He
think I don't
just
know.
showed you.
Woo!
That's my baby bird doing his job. Good job, honey bunny. Okay. What home device let you shout, "Play Despacito" into the void and accidentally ordered 400 AA batteries? Was it the Alexa,
yeah.
the Siri, the Google Assistant, or why are you talking to your Roomba like that?
I don't know.
Honestly,
Why are
I'm
you
torn
talking?
between Alexa and Siri. Although you can talk to some Roombas, like
It's
clean
Alexa.
the kitchen.
Yeah, but you're not going to order batteries from it.
Can you imagine?
I mean, maybe
There
one
are
day.
other like home assistants out there. Like I know the Google Assistant's on there, but like isn't Apple have one too?
Siri? Oh,
It's like Apple Home or something.
Yeah,
Interesting. But
And
yeah,
like
the answer's
Ring has
Alexa.
one.
Yeah.
yeah, the answer is what, though?
I think the answer's Siri.
I'm saying Alexa.
Guys, it's Alexa.
Thank
Come on.
you. Why are you saying guys? Like hello,
Okay.
I got it right.
One-
Celebrate my wins.
One guy.
Yeah, celebrate his win.
One guy. Why are you sticking up for him?
Because nobody
you
else
only
is going
support- You
to.
only celebrate my failures.
Like my digital
Listen,
lawyer.
just calm down. We're going to get you some things. I know you have nothing. We're working on it.
God, every show we have to get
Working
it out.
on it. Working on it.
All right, which fast fashion brand took over Instagram with influencer hauls, cheap prices, and return policies that made you question your life choices?
Oh my God.
Forever 21, Boohoo, Fashion Nova, or H&M?
Forever
Fashion
21?
Nova. She said Forever
Fashion
21. I said
Nova.
Fashion Nova, yeah.
Because
That was the thing back
you
then.
missed this. It was the cheap prices return policies, and all the Graham influencers were doing
Didn't
that.
your
I've
girlfriend
never
Cardi
heard of
B, wasn't she a
Fashion
Fashion
Nova?
Nova girl like in the
I think
beginning?
so.
Yeah,
Cardi.
she was like a thing.
Yeah.
Cardi? Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Fashion Nova. It was the thing. Yep.
It sounds really bad for the environment.
Who was the other? What's the other one that not Temu? There's another fast fashion that
Shein.
Shein,
That's right.
You're in
a
trouble.
Shein haul is like something I love to watch, but it's like a guilty thing because I know
Have
it's
you ever
horrible.
ordered? I've never
Don't.
ordered from Shein.
I have done it one time and then felt tremendous guilt and have never done it
I
since.
won't allow it.
Was
I
it
won't
cute,
allow
or
the
was it
Shein.
like-
This stuff was honestly great, but all I could think about was the poor
The teeny tiny
Ugandan
children.
that probably made it. And I
Oh, you're
awful.
talking about like the sweatshop thing.
Yes, it was a no-no. I won't
There are
order it in
truly
my home.
problems with that whole industry, and I do not want to pay to support them. So I did feel very guilty, and I will
Yeah.
not be doing it
Not
again.
into that type of fast fashion.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, what you can be into is some great wine over at Bin 39.
Face first.
If wine is your love language, Bin 39 is your perfect match.
Tucked inside the charming St. George Inn, this iconic wine bar, crafted by the legendary grape guru himself, Irving Cass, this is downtown St. Augustine's best-kept secret, with over 90 rare boutique wines by the glass.
Whether you're a seasoned sommelier or just a wine-curious lassie, Irving and his team make every pour approachable, memorable, and fabulous. They have an extraordinary live music lineup as well as an incredible team to make your moment magical.
No idea what to order? That's okay. Just say, I'll have what Irving's having. Check them out today at bin39.wine. All right. Much like Davey, Bravo is stirring the pot again. They're launching Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition, and the rumored cast is a who's who of franchise faves.
This is weird.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's wife swap, right? What are they doing? They're swapping. It's just like a.
Well, if you could
upside
part
down
the
pineapple?
C here, you'd be able to see the words on the promptier.
I gotcha. Right? We've got Emily Simpson from RHOC, Real Housewives of Orange County, Melissa Gorga from Real Housewives of New Jersey, Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of the OP. What is OP? OP.
Orange.
No,
No.
Orange Park? No.
No, that was
can
my
do
own.
it.
You don't have this one?
I don't know OP.
You don't watch the OP?
No,
Apparently.
OP is.
All right, fact check. Angie Kasafanethanis
This
from
one I
Real
know.
Housewives of Salt
Salt
Lake
Lake.
City. Yes, I love Angie. So, yeah, RHOP. I wonder what that one is. I'm going to fact check while you keep reading.
Is it Philly?
No.
Okay.
RHOP.
I don't watch the
What's
Housewives.
the Potomac?
Potomac.
Potomac.
Dang it. You're
There
so
you got it.
right. Real Housewives
Potomac.
of
That sounds
Potomac.
right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So those people, I don't watch Potomac. So there
Me
you go.
neither.
It's a lesser brand. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, what's going on here? Were they all getting together and they're
So the show is going to blend.
scissoring?
No.
No.
They're going to blend different housewife dynamics, offering fresh interactions for potential conflicts. They're just laying it out there. They're like, what we're going to do is we're going to mix this whole thing up so we
See,
can
that's
get more
not
drama.
Genuine.
More fights.
No, I'm gonna say I like that they're at least just saying what they're actually doing instead of acting like they're not doing that. While we all say they're probably doing this on purpose. Now it's like, yeah, you are, and I want to see what happens.
So it's like a scripted drama.
Well, so
no,
what?
it's
Wife
not
Swap-
scripted. It's an experiment.
Well, yeah, it's more of a social experiment show. But Wife Swap originally aired in the early 2000s. Did you ever watch that? It was just where everyday
You remember that
families-
one like real religious lady? She was a little bit heavy set. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh my God. She's like
Yes.
every meme. Yeah.
Yes,
I see. Yeah.
I love that show.
going to damnation and hell. Like,
Okay.
oh golly. Yeah.
But they literally would swap the wives out, and
Yeah.
they would do all of the household chores and the deals and the
Would
this
you
and the
do
that.
this? Would you do it?
No, I don't think I could. First of all, nobody would be like, I'd like to swap for her.
Don't feel bad. I'm the
Nobody.
same. No one would want to swap with
Nobody would be like, I'll take that one. Nobody. But I just feel like it's just super weird. But it does play for really good TV because it is definitely a social experiment.
Yeah. Addie, would you?
I'll watch it. Would I do it?
Yeah.
No.
I'm interested in this though because these women, all of these Real Housewives, do they cook and clean and do all the things? 'Cause I feel
No.
like what's the point of the swap?
No,
Remember
no, no.
the one
What
where
are they
they do
doing?
the thing where they have the books and they're like they have to read the book like this is how do you take care of my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get in the house and then there's like instructions. So it is probably just like that. Like first I go to the spa. Then I tell the maid to get the laundry.
But that's what I'm saying is like, what are you actually swapping? Just different. You're swapping spas and Botox places.
Yeah.
Because what are you doing?
That's why I wouldn't do it. I feel like you're really just swapping the potential of sleeping with somebody else.
What are they? Yeah.
well, they don't actually. I mean, they're not supposed to be diddle
Well, when you
dabbling.
asked if I would do it, I was thinking, well, I'd probably just accidentally bond with whoever the hell I'm spending all day with. And then I might be tempted, and I don't want that.
So the swap, they're going to swap lives with the Real Housewives, stepping into their homes and daily routines. The show aims to showcase the contrast between the extravagant lifestyles of the Real Housewives and the realities of everyday families. The goal is to create laugh out loud moments, LOL, personal epiphanies, and the opportunity to see if the grass is truly greener on the other side of Bravo.
Pass.
Yeah, weird.
I just don't. I like. What is there? What would be interesting is taking a regular ratty ass hoe wife like myself. Put me in the. I'll take
And like the fancy
Potomac.
pants. That would
I'll
actually, I like
that.
that. That makes sense.
That because I'll be sitting here, I'll be cleaning something. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm cleaning
this is
out. We
what
don't do
cleaning-
that here.
Yeah, that's what cleaning looks like.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, what do I get to do?
That is a good
Swap
idea.
me out.
I want to watch that because the even more interesting thing would just be that wife in your house.
That's right. You come to my house.
Oh.
Take care of these mean teenagers.
Um,
Feed them crock pot meals.
Make a
They're
meal.
going to be like, what's a crock pot? Here, I'll show you. Tonight I have a loin. The loin is in the pot. We put some, I did apples.
Okay, good.
I did onions.
Nice.
I'm making a pulled pork sandwich.
No carrot and celery?
Not tonight. Dave goes, was carrots and celery on sale this week? And I was like, why? He's like, we've eaten them every night.
It's the base of all good
I was
food.
like, yeah, but that's the whole mix.
It's very Italian of you to have that. Yeah.
Any hoozle McToozle. I'm just saying, swap me out. I'll go to Salt Lake.
I think you'd be great. Salt Lake would be fun.
It would.
Yes.
The Mormons like me.
Which one would
They
you
do.
guys want to go to? That's what I want to know.
I'd
in the
go
comments.
Salt Lake. I'd go hard in the paint with a Salt Lake.
You'd do Salt Lake.
Yeah.
If you had to choose one of them.
I would do New York
I
just
was
because
gonna say,
I know how to do
boom.
it. Yeah.
I feel like I would really want to do Malibu.
like
you have that
you
vibe.
mean-
Do
they even
wait,
have
wait,
that?
Wait. You have Orange County or
Orange
Beverly
County.
Hills?
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. You would be great at Beverly Hills.
Yeah, look at those
yeah.
glasses. Of course, she'd be Beverly Hills.
Well, speaking of Beverly Hills, we got PK coming up. What is this all about?
well, the divorce drama.
Yeah.
Yep. So they've hired Marcy Levine.
Yep.
Same attorney who represented Britney during her split with Federline, her backup
it's that
dancer.
attorney. I thought it was the other one, the one
No,
that got
this
her out
is
of conservatorship.
This is the big one with the whole
Yeah.
the custody drama.
Custody thing,
the custody
yes.
drama.
Well,
Remember?
didn't she lose the kids? I'm
and
just
think
saying.
she dropped one on his head.
Yeah, not
It
good.
it was bad.
Yeah.
But we've talked about this. Britney was in a weird place for a lot of years.
And again,
And now again, we see that although I don't think the conservatorship was done in the appropriate manner, she definitely is not getting the assistance that she needs to lead a mentally healthy, stable life.
I'm really
it doesn't
sad
seem,
about it.
It doesn't seem.
I
It's
really
sad.
want her to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just watched her latest reel last night.
I know, me
and I was just
too.
like,
Oh, I
girl,
haven't seen it. I need to follow her.
Girl, what are we
She's
doing?
a follow. She's
Yeah.
a follow. But PK is aiming for joint custody and wants Dorit's request for spousal support while waiving his own claim. This is a bold move.
So yeah, this is interesting to see a lot of these high profile divorces now. They're coming in with, I want spousal support at this amount, and then the other spouse is saying, well, I want spousal support at this amount, because when you're having these high profile, like Instagram famous celebrities, and then you've got somebody that's maybe more in traditional media or whatever, and they're both very wealthy people,
Yeah.
they're claiming that they want some of each's head, but it's like, isn't this a wash then at that
Isn't
point?
that a
Like,
wash?
can we
That's
just
where my brain is.
Can
yeah.
we just figure out what the kids need and maybe stop throwing a temper tantrum like a big ass grown
yeah, that
Michelin
just doesn't
baby?
even seem real.
No.
Well, it's it's insane to me the amount of money that they ask for on monthly support too.
Can you imagine? Like,
They're
that's
like,
how much your toilet paper
I
costs?
need $85,000 a month to live my life.
That's a lot of money.
What?
Maybe it's a lot of filler. I don't know.
So the couple avoided a foreclosure on their $8 million Los Angeles home by paying $300,000 in back due mortgage payments.
Ooh.
They're trying to, because at this point too, in a divorce, you have to sell the assets. You have to divide.
Right.
But if you're delinquent,
But they're not paying.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a mess.
What happens if you both just leave?
Well, at some point, you'd have
Ooh.
to file bankruptcy because you'd have to.
Is that like a reset button?
Well, no, I mean, not a good one. I've actually gone bankrupt.
No way.
Yep, 7 years.
Oh
Takes 7
my
years.
gosh.
So we lost our home in the crisis of 2009.
Yeah.
So we actually begged the bank not to take our house. We were 2 teachers. We had just had our second. We had Sophia. Matthias was little toddler. Sophia was just born. We had one of those mortgages. We got stuck in that balloon
Oh, right.
payment thing that just kept going up.
Oh my gosh.
So our first mortgage payment was just under $1,000. By the time the housing crisis hit and all of this, the bank they were charging us $1,750 a month.
There's no way. How would
We
you
couldn't
survive?
pay that. We couldn't afford. So it was either buy diapers and formula or pay your mortgage. And I had to feed the kid. We couldn't pay the mortgage. We fell behind. Begged the bank, crying.
Nothing.
And they said, no, get out. So they kicked me out. They kicked us out. I had a little I had a brand new baby. I had a little toddler.
babe.
I got served. I'll never forget on the 4th of July.
What a horrible.
I got served eviction papers from the bank.
That is
And-
horrible.
And
Yeah.
it was the most traumatic experience, and we had to go belly up because of this house. But I guarantee, I told you, it taught me so much because we didn't have a lot of credit card debt or anything else. It was the home that sank us.
Yeah.
But it taught us not to live outside of our means in any way, shape, or form ever again. But it's 7 years of credit rebuilding. Worst thing ever was when you go bankrupt. I'll tell this quick story and then
No,
we
you're
can
good.
go.
No, you're good.
They take you into court. Bankruptcy court. Before you get into court, they send somebody to your home that estimates the value of everything that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So they go through your house and they write out all of your items. Then in divorce court and in a public hearing in front of everybody else that's in the court waiting for their turn that day, they read off all of your items to tell you basically your worth while you sit in front of the court.
That's embarrassing.
So you're sitting there, and this is the best part. They're reading it, and the adjuster goes, "One soiled couch."
Oh my God, soiled couch in front of everybody.
I had little kids. One soiled area rug.
That has no value. What are they talking about?
Well, that's what they're basically showing. We had nothing of value.
Oh, okay.
I had just had a baby. So it said one engagement ring, one wedding band. I had no other jewelry. I still don't, basically, to this day. I have this one other ring. Anyway, the judge stopped proceedings and said, "Ma'am, where is your wedding ring and engagement ring? I do not see them on your hands. Did you pawn them and steal the money?" I said, "I just had a baby and my fingers are so fat I couldn't get it back on my hand."
That is horrible.
And I sat there like trying not to cry in public because he thought I was stealing things to hide the money, when in fact I just couldn't get the ring
even
back
if
on.
you were doing that, good on you, kind of.
God
vibe.
No,
bless,
you
you have a
couldn't-
kid.
I know
You
you,
couldn't
wouldn't
do
do
that.
that, but I'm
anyway,
just saying that's so.
I can tell
already
you that
all
it
too
takes
much.
you. It takes you as a person and it grinds you down into this little bit of dust. But you learn lessons, and I tell you what, I don't want to owe nobody no money.
Yeah.
And so we've made it really as this thing where, like, when we try new things or endeavors or whatever, we make sure that we have the money where even if it's not going to be a success, we could walk away and everything will be okay. But yeah, we try not to live outside of our means because it teaches you a lot of lessons. And, that's why we're also trying to teach our kids about fiscal responsibility and if you're going to be an entrepreneur.
Well, it reminds me of that Reddit story where we were, or whatever it was, we were talking about the invisible string again.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And just how they were like talking about in your 20s how you should take it more seriously or whatever. But no matter what path you take in life, stuff happens.
we were gainfully employed by the
right,
time
like
we were
you guys
23.
were doing everything right,
And it was-
things happened.
The housing crisis in Florida was dramatic, and yes, people were losing their homes, and I can tell you that I had never felt more destroyed and insignificant than when the man waited for me outside my home to walk out with my brand new baby and my toddler to serve me eviction papers on the 4th of July.
yeah, that's.
And do they
awful.
look at you in the eye when they're
He
doing
just
that?
handed it to me and he said, "You've been served." And then I knew we were on the clock. We had to get out. And so we had to move in with Dave's parents. It was a whole mess.
That's
It was
horrible.
awful. But you learn lessons
Ugh.
and you realize how resilient you can be because
True.
you got to get up. You got to get out.
Do
Oh,
something.
someone said you should go to Salt Lake City because they have the largest Costco in the world.
I know. I've never been, but I want to go.
It's like Costco land.
It is. But anyways, not to derail the entire thing, but
No,
like I
this is
can tell
great.
you
Yeah.
about bankruptcy court,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a thing.
Ah.
And you see people in there dressed like to the like they look like they got money and they're in there and you're like, that guy's stealing some things. You check his wallet.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I'm over here looking like this.
Worried about
and
it.
this guy's coming in with his it's like
A
Check
teacher's
his pockets.
engagement ring. That's terrible.
check his pockets. All
Huh.
right, moving on.
He'd serve his mother.
Okay.
All right.
Blake Lively is in hot water again for being an a-hole.
Yeah. Oh. huh,
They're
shocker.
calling her toxic, chaotic, and emotionally draining workplace that has led to people leaving and saying the place was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, staffers claim that they worked in a Manhattan studio apartment with no desk, sat on the floor for months, and waited outside in the cold because Blake's brother, Eric Lively, also unqualified creative director, would oversleep. Talk about a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Lively launched Preserve back in 2014 as a lifestyle brand selling artisanal goods.
the
It shut down
artisanals.
within a year, yeah.
The artisanals.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing that Megan got some heat for, all her artisanal brands, right? Like that
Yeah.
jam sold out and then people were like, we want to refund your jam
Meghan
sucks.
Markle, yeah.
The Meghan Markle.
Oh,
But what really
yes.
comes down to this is that they're now making claims that the workplace was toxic and chaotic, and it was that she's not a very nice person.
Yeah, she seems to be
I
a
can
little
see
bit-
that for her. I
yeah.
could totally picture that.
It
I
makes
I
me
want her to be a
sad.
nice person. She would be so much happier if she was a nice person. But
Well-
I can envision her as not a nice person.
But does this feed into the whole with the lawsuits that are going on right now with her and Justin
For me,
Baldoni.
it does. I'm like,
Bony?
I feel like I'm seeing a whole fuller picture a little
Is
bit.
it weird? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I hope not, but
Ooh,
kind of
he's
seems
cute.
that way.
Oh, are you looking at the brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those eyes.
Okay, but
Davey's like, he can be late.
I'm just
Take
saying.
your time.
I'd make him late. honey.
okay. Could you imagine being a staffer trying to go into the office to work
I'd be
and you can't
pissed.
get in because the brother overslept?
I'd be pissed.
So
Especially
mad.
in like
Grow
New
up.
York, cold, freezing.
Grow
know what
I would be
mean?
like, just give me the key. Let's skip this whole problem.
If you put
obviously-
the word artisanal in front of anything, does it make it like $50 more expensive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have artisanal laundry detergent that you can find at thelaundrylady.co.
You should make like a VIP like level or something. It's like extra concentrated or something.
I don't know. I just feel like I can't charge. Like, I feel like we do a really good job at keeping our price low because it's very expensive to manufacture out of Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And with tariffs coming in, I'm freaking the F out.
I would.
But I can tell you that I would never put the word artisanal in front of it to charge more. I feel like it's such
I
an
also
awful
think
thing
this
to
happens
do.
often in marketing. Like, kind of as soon as we all get that wave of like, does that word just always mean that? It's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Like, artisanal is most
Ew.
likely over right now.
We killed
Ew.
organic too. That's another one.
Well,
That's- yeah.
Well, I sometimes still trust that one because that's like
but you
literally.
just never know. You got to like see if they have like the certifications.
You
and
have to see
things.
if they have the certification
Right.
things.
You,
yes.
Yeah, well, technically now by law, you can't say it if you don't.
Yes.
And
Okay.
if you do, you're going to get in big trouble. You're going to pay fines.
And that's why I do like the organic one because
Okay.
I trust it because of that law.
There's
there are
another one
laws.
too. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, there's something
There's
that
laws.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Titles.
good grief. So our last tea here for the day before we get into the Reddit
Okay.
is Whitney Rose.
Okay.
She's our Salt Lake City gal making headlines again because they're claiming that, well, she's claiming that they're rebranding Wild Rose Beauty, but people are saying it's done and over and out. It's on its way to bankruptcy court, much
Yeah.
like my soiled couch.
Soul people. Sources say that she and her husband invested over, that's a magical number today, $300,000 and even took out $1 million loan for the rebrand. Now,
That's just
all the
weird.
products are marked sold out on the company's social media has gone silent.
That's not good if the social media goes silent.
yeah.
None of that's
company.
good. Why
That
did you take
means-
out so much money just to not even do anything? Get it together.
Well, what are they doing then with that money, right? That begs the question of what are you doing with this $1 million that you just took out?
Right.
Are you ordering new product? Is product on the way? If it was, then
Firefest. That's all I'll say.
yeah, because if the product was on the way, you'd have an active social media saying stock is coming back.
Right. True.
You
true,
wouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah,
in there
yeah.
being like everything wouldn't be marked as sold out. Everything would be like, oh, it's on back order now.
She's been going through some things. She also had a jewelry line too that was kind of shaky. Because
And that went under?
Meredith Marks, who's another character on this show, is known. Actually, I used to sell some of her jewelry back in New York, and so she kind of went after her, saying that she was buying her jewelry in bulk from like Alibaba. Do you know that website?
Yeah.
And she was flip because we don't have Alibaba over here, so she was flipping that
Yeah.
into her jewelry over here. So that was like a contentious thing too. Yeah.
Oh, I hate when
yeah,
businesses
Whitney
do
Rose.
that.
I'm not sure if she's the best businesswoman on some of these things.
Well, she's
Pretty girl. A little dead behind the eyes, but yeah.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, she's. I feel
And
like
that
they
Salt
all.
Lake look.
I feel
you
like
know what
they
I mean?
all.
It's like a look.
This is gonna come out wrong, and people are gonna get mad. But I
Frozen
feel like they
face.
all look the same.
Yeah, it's a frozen face.
That like
Mama
like
New face.
Hollywood like
Yeah,
glam like duck lip
right.
like it. They all. I don't
Where
know.
they haven't fart since 2010. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like that look.
that's what
yeah.
it is. You haven't had a fart since
Yeah,
2010.
get it out. Enrich us with
I
that.
just burped up the chili from last
It's because
night.
Every
you know
commercial.
after you
Every
get your butthole surgically removed.
Oh,
what?
you can.
can't do that.
It's a
Stop
beau-
it.
You can.
No, you cannot.
The gays are gay.
No, you cannot remove that sphincter. It's
You
necess-
can.
Stop it.
You
Don't
can
tell.
reroute.
Don't tell people that. They're gonna believe you, and it's not a real thing.
I got a doctor
Okay.
in Mexico.
Addie Beth.
Let's do it. This is the Addie Beth.
Addie Beth.
Reddit rundown report. This is my favorite. I love it.
What do
I
we
have
got? What
so
are we
many
from today?
names. Today's story. Oh, guess.
I'm gonna say, "Am I the a-hole?"
What's your guess, Mayor?
Unpopular opinion.
It's Am I the A-hole?
Yeah, that is. You do lean towards those.
I
You
know.
like
They are
those.
really fun though.
And this one's also technically an Am I the A-hole from a other subreddit called Best of Redditor Updates.
Ooh, so we're getting a very fancy one. This is like next
Oh.
level.
And I learned a lot about Reddit. So like there's something kind of silly that I learned that I'm going to share first. On Reddit, in these subreddits, there's these ways that you can be a commenter and you can get awarded and voted and upvotes and things from other commenters.
Votes.
So
Wow.
there's these different tiers within Am I the A-hole? And it's so funny. I learned that some of these comments come from someone that was deemed the certified proctologist.
Oh, That's the butthole
because
doctor.
they have 20 upvotes.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So
a-
we've got,
that's
you
a
could
butt
be
doctor.
a a-hole enthusiast, an a-hole aficionado,
Oh.
a certified proctologist, a colorectal surgeon, which means like
Oh.
you're really giving good advice.
Colon.
A Supreme Court justice.
Oh,
That's even better. That's like high quality advice.
That's a
in the-
classy pun.
in the subreddit. And then the commander in cheeks.
Oh, I like that one better.
Commander in Cheeks is best.
And then the top thing that you can get awarded as a commenter in this subreddit is judge, jury, and excretioner. Excretioner?
Ew, I don't like it.
Excretionary?
Excretioner.
I don't like that one.
So that one's terrible
One
and
sounds like
disgusting.
anal gland.
Sounds wet.
So
Yeah.
that's some of your Am I the A-hole lingo that you
don't
can learn
like
today.
it.
Okay.
Interesting.
So here's the original post before the update. Here's the TLDR.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for telling my stepdaughter to go ask her real dad when she asked me to pay for her plane tickets? So, I married my wife Elise 12 years ago. She has a 16-year-old daughter, Anna, from her previous relationship, and we have a 7-year-old son as well. From pretty much the beginning of our relationship, Anna and I have gotten along. I don't know how to emphasize that it is not because of lack of trying. She just does not like me. When she was young, she was scared of me and afraid I'd tear the family apart. Nowadays, it's more of a neutral dislike rather than a strong antipathy. Antipathy? How do I say that word?
I don't.
Antipathy.
Antipathy.
I've
So I
never heard
suppose
it.
that's progress. Elise is a stay-at-home mother, so she raffles on me for income. As a result, so she relies on me for income. As a
Got a raffle ticket here.
as a result, I pay for everything for Anna. Food, clothes, volleyball fees, field trips. I take an interest in her hobbies. I go to her games. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I tried my damn hardest to be the best stepfather I can. But it's so hard. Always giving me curt, one-word responses, always having an attitude. She does things to get a rise out of me, staying out late, reeking of booze, always trying to sneak boys in, typical rebellious stuff. But I always let her know I love her and I'm there for her in hopes of her shithead teenager phase passes. The opposite is true for her biological father. She adores him. Can't tell you why. He never goes to her games, always makes excuses for why he doesn't want to see her. He forgot her birthday last year and she cried herself to sleep. Well, anyways, Friday I came to her room to check her phone and read her messages. Not a permanent thing, but she was caught sneaking out twice last month, so this is for her punishment. I asked for the phone and she says, "No, I'm tired of you checking my shit. Leave me alone."
Oh.
I tell her I'm not asking again, and she goes, "Just F off already. You're not my real dad. You never have been. Stop acting like you can tell me what to do." Before getting up and slamming the door. Like I said, guys, I'm tired of the blatant disrespect, of being the verbal punching bag while still providing more for her than anyone else in her family. We haven't really talked since until this morning during breakfast. She asked if I could pay for her plane ticket so she could buy her boyfriend, so she could see her boyfriend cross state. Like I said, her mom doesn't work and her dad is a POS, so I normally, which you guys know what that means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
piece of shit.
So I normally would be the one.
Addie paused. Like, do you know? Do you have me to explain this one?
So I normally would be the one to cough up the money. Not this time. I responded, "Go ask your real dad." I could tell she was hurt. Tears swelled up from her face and she excused herself from the table. My wife took me aside later and said my comment was extremely disrespectful. I said, if anything's disrespectful, it's her treating me like a doormat in a credit card. I will
Boom.
no longer tolerate this treatment in my house. I told her we don't have to be friends, but if she can't at least be cordial to me or respect my position as an authority figure, she can figure someone else out, someone else to pay for her non-essentials. Am I the a-hole?
No. Right away. He is not.
So that one's obviously a little long, but it was a good one.
That's a good one, but I am mad.
I think that he's being really nice to this
Me too.
person, this daughter of his that he's taking in as his daughter.
There's a
And-
line of respect that's just
And
been
she's
crossed.
she's young. She can't see it. She's got her own thing. What do
Well,
you think?
I'm about to show her how to see it because she needs to open up her eyes and have respect for adults. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of these youngers getting a little mouthy. It's hard for me because I'm still young, but it's just it's a different world. What do you guys to say? I can hear you winding up. You think that he's a jerk?
First of all.
Oh God,
First of all.
I quit.
First of all, you're the dad. We don't have to use step. You're taking care of things.
Mm-hmm.
We also don't have to mention that the wife is a stay-at-home mom. When you've married and you accept the child as your own as you have, you're just the dad, you pay for things. End of story. I don't like this, well, I'm the stepdad and I do blah, blah, blah. No, you're dad. Original OG dad's a POS. We've understood that. What you're dealing with, sir, is a teenage daughter. She's an a-hole. You have every right to check her phone, do all of the things, and to say no to a plane ticket. But I wouldn't say, this is where it crossed the line. Don't say go ask your real dad. The answer should have been, you're not going anywhere because you don't respect the rules of the
I'll
house.
high-five you on that one.
You have nowhere to go, girl, because you are grounded.
It was probably an emotional outburst, though.
Right, but that's not necessary because what does that teach her?
Yeah, she
that's
can-
that's the, these, these
that's
are
like
words
pushing
that
her
hurt.
away, and the thing that's already hurting
Don't
her
like
that she
this.
hasn't even been able to face yet, you're like stabbing her with it.
No, you need
by saying
family
that.
therapy.
Yeah.
She needs individual therapy. You and your wife need some therapy. Raising teenagers is extremely difficult.
In
Okay,
this
so you
day
ready
and
for some
age.
comments?
So I feel like this is he the a-hole? He took it too far with that comment. He should have just said, "You're not going anywhere. No, nobody's going to buy you a ticket. You're staying at home because you don't follow the rules and you're disrespectful."
Yeah. So some of the upvoted comments, this one came from a certified proctologist.
Oh, good. So a big one.
And they said, not the a-hole, but you barely mentioned your wife, her mother. Why
I
is
was
she
going to ask.
Why is she not handling this with her daughter? You've been in her daughter's life since she was 4 as dad, and your wife has continued to let this fester. She's continued to let her daughter disrespect you and continued to mislead her daughter about her father's true character. This is all kinds of wrong.
I think
Yeah,
that
where was the mother?
I think that they really you're not going to win with a teenager when you have those conversations with them in that manner.
Definitely.
So you just have to take the reins and say, this is not how this is going to happen. But I don't like the dynamic of reminding her, like, I'm the one who pays for all your stuff and I'm the stepdad. Give me a break here. It's like, you're dad.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Yeah.
You've been doing
you
it
took
since
that
she was
on,
4.
Own it, be happy
Your
about
dad.
it, and own it, and
Yeah.
don't act like it's something you could take away necessarily, or that you would take it away.
But when the teenager spits things out like you're not my real dad and all that, then like acting like a real big jerk.
And you know what I would say?
What would you do?
I'm dad. I'm here. I'm dad. I'm here.
That would be
I'm
sweet.
here.
And that's what
I'm
she needs.
dad.
That's what she
I'm
wants to
here.
hear. This
And
you're
go
gonna
to
love
therapy
the update.
together. You need a little
Someone else
therapy.
said, I suspect this girl has a lot of bottled up emotions and distress that hasn't been addressed by OP and the mother. Even though she logically understands that her dad isn't very caring and doesn't want to be involved with her, on another level, she desperately wants his attention and wants what should have been. OP is just a homewrecker as far as she's concerned. She needed someone to talk to a long time ago to work through these feelings about her dad.
Yeah. No, you don't think so?
No, yeah, she needs. They need some family therapy.
And Opie said, we both have taken her to therapy when she was younger, and it's looking like it might be on our agenda again. She defends me when Anna talks rude or disrespectful, to the point Anna only says snarky comments when Elise isn't around. She doesn't talk bad about her father, and I wouldn't want her to, regardless of my negative feelings towards him. Parental alienation is a real thing, and I rather her come to terms with with his bad parenting herself as she grows up, rather than any of us tell her. She's a smart girl. She'll figure it out.
Yeah, but he alienated her with that comment. And
yeah,
unfortunately,
for me, you don't need to have that back and forth with them, because, and what he mentioned, like, we don't have to be friends. Well, you shouldn't be their friend. That's
So
not
do you want
your
the
friend.
update?
Yes.
Update.
Okay, she moved
Update.
out.
No.
Hey guys, it's been about 2 weeks since I posted. I figured you guys would like an update. A lot has
do.
happened since the last time I posted. That night, I did what many comments suggested I do, which was apologize. I told her that I'm sorry for implying that I'm not her real father, but like it or not, that I consider her my daughter and that I loved her and always will be there for her. She started to cry and sob uncontrollably and said, why doesn't he, my biological father, love me? I held her and told her she didn't need to fight for his approval. I also apologized for looking through her phone, that I've come to accept it's not an appropriate punishment for a teenage girl, and I was going to find other alternatives. Lastly, I brought up therapy, and while she was hesitant at first, I let her know it was nothing to be ashamed of, and that everyone she said at therapy would be entirely confidential. Everything she said at therapy would be entirely confidential. She sat on this for the day, but the next day let me know that she was ready, so I set up the soonest appointment, which was Friday. It's only been a week, so I don't want to get too optimistic, but honestly, I feel like I'm noticing an improvement already. She's actually been engaging back in small talk when normally she wouldn't give me the time of day. She's been following all the rules, coming home at a reasonable hour. She's been less withdrawn and more social, even to the point where her brother commented on the change today. The most exciting news of them all was getting out of the car on the way home from therapy. She said, and I quote, "Thanks, Dad." She's never called me dad before, so honestly, I've been riding on that high for the last 2 hours.
Do I need to join the Reddit and
Yes.
give some advice?
Yeah.
You would be a certified proctologist,
Because
or
I'm
maybe
telling
more.
you right here, is that not what I legit just said?
You did say it.
I'm
was
sorry,
here.
not to toot my own horn here, but I'm proud of him. Good job, Dad.
Yeah.
Good job, daughter. This is how families can change the dynamic.
Nothing
That's
for the
important.
therapist. Great job, therapist.
Well, that's their job.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, good job.
Well, so is the dad's job too.
Yeah, I like it. You're right.
Yeah,
I
so
love
amazing.
listen.
Everyone in the comments was very excited
I
to
like
see
it.
that update from him.
Were
Everyone was
you
proud.
tumultuous as a teenager? Did you go through like a spell? Like what?
Well, I was telling Meredith in the car that my dad gave me the room closest to the door so that I could sneak out without causing any, without him having to necessarily notice or causing any mayhem.
Right.
But also, I wasn't the type that really wanted to. I was the type that would be like, Dad, what should I do? Should I go to this party?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't like go do sneaky stuff. I would just include him in the thoughts of what sneaky stuff
and
I
it
would
was
have
less
maybe wanted
sneaky
to
Such
do.
an interesting way. I mean, that's obviously you're a well-balanced, nutritious child. So
Nutritious. You're super organic.
yeah, it's amazing.
Good job.
But yeah,
Keep
this
it
is-
natural.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
These glasses.
You want to talk about natural?
Oh yeah, it's our friends at Panache.
An Aveda salon.
Yeah, it is.
If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices, as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo. Ooh.
All right, so we're coming up to the segment that we call Is This News? Because is it? You let us know in the comments. In a heartwarming twist amid Australia's devastating floods, a cow was found alive on Old Bar Beach about 11 miles from its home in Taree, New South Wales.
Oh, discovered by a local resident, Layla Phillipson, the cow's photo was shared on Facebook, leading to a reunion with its owner.
Oh my God, that was painful.
Oh my!
Did they have crumpets and scones and tea?
And Spotted Dick. It's
And Spotted
wonderful.
Dick.
That's their pudding. They call it
Wonderful.
Spotted Dick. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can get that there. Yeah. I
Blood
don't,
sausage.
yeah. Oh.
Blood
Oh,
sausage.
they really aren't culinary. They have beans on toast as like their claim to
It
fame.
is so
they
silly.
really don't eat well over there.
It's so
How
silly.
but Gordon Ramsay.
I
he's
know.
British.
Like maybe he
How
just.
does-
I wonder why he's so pissed off.
There's
I mean,
every once in a while someone's born and out of desperation, they're like, we need to eat something good.
we gotta figure it out.
gotta
See,
figure
I've
this
never
out.
been abroad.
No.
I've never experienced.
Meredith.
No, never been abroad.
Oh my god.
Sunny goes to Europe.
We have to go.
Never been.
We're
Oh
taking a
my
trip.
God.
It'll
What
be
a-
Never
next
been.
summer. So I'll start the GoFundMe.
Amalfi Coast, Amalfi Coast, Amalfi Coast.
You start a GoFundMe. I've never been. So my claim to fame is I've been to the Canada.
Okay.
I've been to Mexico
Beautiful.
and a few of the Caribbean islands. That is it.
That is nice.
Oh,
That is
that's
It is
nice.
nice,
fun.
but that's all. I've never been.
I have
We have
backpacked the France and the Italy.
Yeah.
I've done the London and also like the country outside of London.
You've been under the bridge.
The
Was it falling
countryside?
down?
There were some bridges.
There were bridges.
You done Amsterdam?
I have not done Amsterdam, but I
Oh,
want
you
to
guys have gotta
so
take-
bad.
Literally,
Oh,
I
I
never
don't know
thought-
if we should let you loose on Amsterdam.
I never thought that I was literally going to be murdered by a bicycle until I went to Amsterdam. It is.
They just go so fast.
You have no idea. So, like, we have parking structures here, and like, even in St. Augustine or in the States, like, you just used to parking your car. This was filled to. This is 3 or 4 floors of just a parking structure of nothing but bicycles, and they are to the brim packed. Everybody's got a bicycle, and if you are standing in the street, they do not give a f. They will literally
Hit
run
you.
your ass over.
That's
Yes.
insane.
Yeah.
That is scary.
It
I would
was-
definitely get
it
hit by a
was super
bike.
fun though. It was a great time.
I want to make a video montage of me and Meredith getting hit by bikes.
Oh,
in
that'd be
Amsterdam.
so fun! And then the
No.
red light district. Oh, it's so cool! It was a really fun moment.
They wouldn't let me. They'd see me coming and they'd be like, "She can't come in."
Oh no! It's just like you walk down the street and there's just like people in the window.
They
and
would be
they're-
like, get back to work.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be in here.
Not for me.
I
All
got
right.
over being pee shy on that trip. That was awesome.
Ah,
Well, they
okay.
only have just a hole in the street with a little like a little booth that you go in and you just have to pee right in front
But
of
do you
everybody.
make eye contact with passerbyers
Yeah.
while you're urinating?
Can you imagine?
No, I can't do that.
I had
I
to count
kinda
to 10 and
like
sing
that.
Enya. Yeah.
Like just making some of these moments that we act like
Sail away,
these are
sail
natural
away.
human things to do. Let's
Not
all
while
do
you're
it
making
together.
eye contact. I don't even like it when my dog looks at me when
Right.
they poop. They do this.
The side eye. Yeah, the side eye.
Why are you looking at me while you're defecating?
I always try to give my dog privacy. I'll be like, I know, dude, I'm not looking.
Do
Like,
you know
you
what I
got
got
it.
for Christmas?
Yeah.
Was a dog pooping calendar.
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
pictures of dogs pooping.
That is awesome.
That's what my kids got me for Christmas. It's all the dogs. They look like this.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
And it's like, why are you looking at me? And I Googled it. It's because they want you to protect them while they're pooping.
Oh, it's their. Oh, good.
Oh,
Wow.
gee,
Now I
Rachel,
know.
that's such a good idea. I will do it in AI. In AI, I'll make a fake video version of us getting hit by bikes. And
Oh, thank you.
that's
I'd prefer
fun.
it that way.
That's an RJ project.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is.
So apparently these floods
Okay.
resulted in 5 deaths, 50,000 people isolated, and 10,000 properties damaged. It was terrible. However, the cow's survival story brought a moment of levity and hope amid the disaster.
Oh, my goodness.
The cow was reunited with its owner, and it made the town happy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think it's news.
It's sad.
I think that is news.
I'm so glad the cow got to go home.
Where did that
Me
one
too.
come from? Do we know?
UPI.
Oh, I'll take
That's
it.
a legit news source.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right, this one is weird.
Okay.
Pandemonium at Con.
You're right.
Cane.
You can say can.
I don't know. It's the 2025 Palm Dog.
At the
He
Cannes
went.
Film
He
Festival.
went as a panda though. It's a dog dressed as a panda,
Panda, like the bear?
like panda as an Icelandic sheepdog who starred in The Love That
Oh.
Remains.
That's
Wait,
very
the
sweet.
The actual dog who was in the movie could not attend the ceremony,
Okay.
so they got a look-alike dog to accept the award.
This is weird.
This is not
This
news.
is weird.
The film features Panda, a central character, appearing alongside a Palisman's real-life children.
Oh.
Panda appeared in a video from Iceland accepting her Red Bandana
Oh,
Award.
they give the dog a bandana.
I mean, like, that's cute, but this is definitely not news.
Well, it's been 25 years they do this Palm Dog Award. It celebrates outstanding canine performances in cinema. Oh, I like this. I did
don't-
not know about this.
I don't mind the award
Mm.
because that's got to be really tough because the dog. You really think it's for the trainer
Mm-hmm.
because to train an animal to do these things on screen has to be difficult.
yeah.
So, like, I get that. That's really cool.
That is cool.
But you send in a stand-in dog.
That's weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like, I like the whole like give the dog a video and it's
Is
like
it
a
like
thing.
the dog is busy and on vacation that weekend, but we will send Charles instead as
I don't
backup
know.
and
Yeah.
do the photo op?
That was weird. Yeah.
That's some serious dog PR.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing to me. I'm like, this is not news.
Yeah, dog founder Toby Rose emphasized the importance of recognizing standout performances by dogs on screen. Thanks for that.
They also have awards called the Mutt Moments. It was given to a weenie dog and a Rottweiler.
Aw, I love that.
The Mutt Moment. I get those every day. I look in the mirror and I'm like, this is a Mutt moment.
What do you get when you cross a bulldog and a Shih Tzu?
A bullshit.
Yeah, you're so good.
I'm so smart.
I've never heard that one. I like it.
It's time for our favorite game, Smash, Marry, Ghost.
Word.
And who do we have, Addie Beth?
So today, I don't know if we have an image. Matthias is learning, and I think that we.
We do.
Oh, there are. Oh, you're weird, man.
Oh, these
You're
are
Good
weird.
job,
awesome.
Matthias. So today,
You're weird.
These are awesome.
unsettling mascots. So, who would you smash, marry, or ghost? We've got Mr. Clean. You guys remember Mr. Clean?
Do I
Mr.
ever,
Clean
Daddy?
gets rid of dirt and grease and grime in just a minute.
And then we've got Kool-Aid Man.
Hey, hey,
He is the hey hey.
And then we've got Chuck E. Cheese, which, like, yeah.
Hi. Does he do drugs?
I don't
A mouse?
No, but
Do we
why?
think he
He's
does
just a
why we
mouse. He doesn't-
fantasized about going to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid? It was like a dirty old rat serving us pizza,
the
right?
bubonic
I always
plague.
hated Chuck E. Cheese. It was always disgusting to
It was
me.
not-
like,
yeah,
It's
weird.
gross.
I was
to hear
never
people
taken.
are eating cheese pizza with their hands and then touching the slide like
yeah,
this.
they did a service for you. Yeah, it was not a cool spot.
So gross.
I have one memory of Chuck E. Cheese, and I was a grown up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at some family member's kid's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember after going to this party and looking and thinking to myself, this is where the bubonic plague was born.
Yep.
A story on the news broke about how at Chuck E. Cheese locations, they were finding that the managers were telling the wait staff when they would take a pizza off a table, if there was pizza still left on the tray, they were to put it on to a new tray of pizza to reserve to different customers so that they could keep the loss margin.
Oh, it's a cesspool.
Wow.
So they would literally take food that had been served to one customer if they hadn't eaten it and serve it to another customer.
What's more
Wow.
disgusting, Chuck E. Cheese or a water park?
Oh, I'll do a water park. There's a lot of chlorine in there. It'll be all right.
I'm gonna go water park. Yeah,
It'll be all right.
It'd
Is
be
more
safer with the-
disgusting?
with the-
No, I'd go.
Is you'd go? Me
Yeah.
too. Maybe we're all just Floridians so much.
Well, I mean, there's
Oh, we
chlorine,
are.
like she said. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
But I
we
do
were at
think
Legoland and there was
they're
a straight up
questionable.
code brown in the wave pool, and we all had to get out.
That's a
It
brown trout.
happens.
It's a poo-poos.
Brown trout.
Yeah, it's a
It
poo-poos.
happens, you guys. So
you
like,
remember
that's
that,
why.
Matthias? Yeah,
Oh
we had
my
a code
God.
brown. They later go, and you're like, what happened? And code brown.
Oh
code
my, gross! I
like,
mean, in
get out, there's a
Caddyshack, it was a
poopy.
baby Ruth just floating in the pool.
Brown. It's a poopy, and then he ate it.
So, all right. So, what are you gonna do here? Who are you doing?
Is it my turn first?
Of course, always.
Okay. I love me and Mr. Clean, but as a owner of the laundry lady, I'm torn
Oh,
because I feel like it'd be cheating on my own brand.
kind of would be. Yeah, that's
Um,
It
true.
would
So
be
I
a match made in heaven, Mr. Clean and the laundry lady.
I know, but they
Yeah,
have
but he's
they
got
have
chemicals.
microplastics.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
He's not
So
saying
I'm
that
gonna have to I'm gonna have to dig a hole and bury Mr. Clean.
Oh my God,
Good for you.
ghosting.
I'm not playing this game with him. So he's going night night. I got a shovel and a tarp for Mr. Clean. So I'm gonna have to shag Chuck E. Cheese
Oh my God, the rats.
as a one and done because I'm gonna have to. I'd have to. In order to live with myself, I'd have to go with the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh,
I can't marry the rat.
you can't marry the rat.
I can't marry the rat, and I can't. I gotta kill Mr.
At least
I mean,
Kool-Aid is
ghost.
refreshing.
I have to
said
ghost.
the word.
I have to ghost him.
I'm ghosting Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
I'm gonna smash Mr. Kool-Aid and I'm gonna marry Mr. Clean.
Oh.
Cause I'm gonna get him out of business.
Oh, are you for me?
Thank
Thank you. He's gonna just be so busy doing this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's a lots of clean. I'm dirty, daddy.
He's a dirty boy.
Love that. That's
He's a dirty
great
boy.
answer. Oh
He's
my
gonna be too
god.
busy. He's gonna have hair by the time I'm done with him.
I don't
Ugh.
even know what that means.
Me
Okay.
neither.
So it's my turn.
All right. What are we doing?
I'm
Who are we
going to ghost Chuck E. Cheese. Ew, ew, ew. Ghost rat. Ew.
Wow, I'm the only one.
Like animatronic.
Yeah,
No, just
he was.
literally.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hard pass. So anyway, I'm going to smash the Mr. Clean.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he'd be a hot little fun time, and
Yeah.
then a
hot little
adios.
fun
A little bubbly.
He was a big guy though. He's like a mountain of a man in the commercials.
He's a man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So just a little fun time.
Fun
and then
time.
I would marry the Kool-Aid Man.
How
Loud,
come?
dramatic entrances, and surprisingly sweet once you get past all the
And if you
all
want to
the property
remodel,
damage.
he could bust through a wall.
That's
real
true.
easy.
Real easy. What
now
was your
in the
flavor?
comments, hold on. My husband is in the comments
Oh,
right now.
Excuse me.
And he said Meredith would marry Mr. Clean. I got it. He got it wrong.
Wow, doesn't even know.
He's
Poor
like,
guy.
she
He
Marry
doesn't know
Mr.
that you're an
Clean.
evolved human.
Yes.
Look at Beth. Oh, Mare's dream man, Mr. Clean. And everybody now after I said it are going, oh, wow, she's not gonna marry him.
Shocker.
I can't. I'm sorry to shock the world here with that.
Over on the Sunny page, we got Erin saying that she'd smash the Kool-Aid Man, marry Mr. Clean, and ghost Chuck E. Cheese. That's the answer, Erin.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was the outlier here with my smashing of the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why other people don't want to marry the Kool-Aid Man.
I feel like he would be a fun time. Jovial.
Jovial, nice. I think.
Sugar is toxic.
He could dance.
That
He
is
was a
true.
dancer.
Oh my God, Davey.
And you don't like a sweet treat.
Poison in your
Sugar
body.
is toxic.
Mhm.
Said toxic. Oh
my God. Mind blown. My whole answer.
Chocolate hands on mine.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do now, guys. I'm gonna ghost everybody.
At
and
least
go
Mr.
die
Clean
off.
would clean up after himself. Wah wah. He would.
That's those bubbles.
It's the. Good grief.
Oh.
Another weird one. You came through, Addie.
Excellent.
Keeping
Excellent
it
job.
weird.
You
But
did.
listen, everybody, what kind of phone number do we got for people to call into?
We got you're gonna text us the Sunny to
Don't
the
call.
904 to the 227 to the 4422. You're gonna stay connected to all things on the Sunny TV network.
Hey, I want to see some likes. I want to see some shares out there. So make sure you follow us on Sunny TV on Instagram, and on the Facebook it's Sunny TV, and on the Instagram I said it wrong. It's Sunny,
Sunny
TV
TV
Network. And the TikTok is Sunny TV.
That's right.
Big shout out to all these sponsors. Who are they?
All right, we've got Scott, Panache, STA Lab, Ben 39.
It's wine time.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Bye, Sunnies.
Still with the glasses. There we go. There's the pretty face.